Hello, here's Quist, and finally it's time for the 2016 Dominion Cards list. 2012 it started, and it's already 4 years ago, and yeah, a lot of cards and rankings have passed, and a lot of things changed, and now Empires got released, and you can finally vote for the cards, how you think, how strong they are. In the links for the app that I wrote, or the website that I wrote, will be in the description. Also, the link for the forum thread, so check them out. So you go on quiz.de Domesh and this pops up where you can log in. You don't have to register. How this works, you choose your username and your password, and it creates a user for you automatically if the username doesn't exist already. And then you can make your votes and your lists, and later on you can just choose your same username and password to access all the things that you have already voted for. So I suggest using your real Making Fun username, because I will take your level into account for weighting the votes later on. But of course don't use a real Making Fun password, because that's just general advice. I can't see your passwords, it's encrypted, but yeah, you shouldn't use that. And if you don't have a Making Fun account, you can use any username. Just be sure that you use a unique username that no one else would pick. So let's log in. It should start like that. Here you can see it's the best cards list. So here you vote for which card is better than other in whatever criteria you want to apply. It's tough, for example, like here, where it's a kingdom card or an event. But yeah, you have to somehow evaluate which card is better. Also, there is now landmarks. So yeah, if you want to vote for that, apply whichever criteria you want. For example, how impactful those cards are on the game. So it starts in all kingdom cards, so you can vote no matter which cost. For example, inheritance is stronger than plunder, or page is stronger than windfall, and advance is stronger than tribute. But this takes a long time to do compare mode, or even any mode for all kingdom cards, because yeah, there are 299 cards or events, card shaped thingies, that you can vote for, so this takes a long time. So what I suggest is at least first do this sorted by cost or filtered by cost, and do the comparisons. I'm not sure, I'm just clicking on things, not really thinking, and do that until the message pops up that you're done. So it says something like no comparisons remaining, you are done. And then switch to the next list. And of course, all the costs and potion, these I would suggest doing, and if you have the time or want to, you can also do ruins prices, individual knights, events, and landmarks. Although events is automatically when you do sorted by cost, it's just that you can rank them separately again. What you can also do is the second way to vote is by order mode. Here you can just drag and drop the cards, and the top card is the best and the bottom card is the worst, and it accesses the same list as from the state from compare mode. So you can, as you see, this is all the cards I already voted for, and starting from here, all the cards I didn't vote for. What I didn't say is, yeah, just vote for the cards that you think are stronger, and if you don't want to or don't know this card, you can click on any of those three links here, and those cards won't ever show up. In order modes, you can't do that. You have to vote for every card. So let's just do that, for example. Save it. Not sure what that was. I have to figure that out. But if you submit, then you go back here to compare mode, and then you have the full list of the cards you ordered. And if you don't know a card, you, for example, you can put them at the bottom and just delete them from here and say again you don't know the card, if that is what you want. And this is the message that shows up: no new duel available. To re-rank, you can click on a card here, Sacred Chamber for example, and change your vote in the comparison and so on. What is new is the third mode, the raid mode, and this doesn't access the same data. So this is a separate list you can do, where you just assign an integer value to each card here in any range. So for example 1 to 10 or 1 to 100 or 1 to 1000, doesn't matter. Just higher values mean better cards. So I can do here, for example, 55 or 101, doesn't matter. Please don't use 0 for any card. I haven't tested that. I don't think it breaks anything, but yeah, it would be better if you just use from 1 to up, or yeah. And you can mouse over the cards to see the card image and leave the field empty if you don't know the card. So you can do that, and it saves in a separate list. Save. When you're finished with all the lists in either mode, it doesn't matter, you have then to, this is important, to go from not save to any of those modes. So if you did compare or order mode and want to submit this list, just click on compare order mode, mark as finished. If you want to submit the order mode, the raid mode, then you have to click on raid mode, marked as finished. Because there are internally two separate lists that are saved, because the raid mode can have several cards on the same rank, while the other two modes can't do that. So it's was hard for me to save them in the same list. What you can do though, for example, is first do raid mode, for example. Let's go to a separate list. Let's do for example 6 costs and delete this one, so you have a fresh list. Go to raid mode and say Adventure is the best card, Harem is the best card, Nobles is a little bit weaker, Goons is terrible, Grand Market is terrible, and so on. Save that, and then copy the raid list to compare order list, and then they show up here in this list. And if you voted for also the cards that you didn't vote for, or clicked on don't know this card, then you have still the option to say if Harem is stronger than Adventurer, for example. So this is useful to fine tune, as you can copy this list to the other. This option is still there, but it makes less sense. You can copy this list from compare or order mode still to the raid mode if you want to do that, but I don't think that's very useful, but I added the option to do that if you want to. So yeah, that's basically it. What you can do also is go to, so you go on Domesh Faith, and unfortunately you have to register or log in here again, because I basically copied the database and the whole web app, so you have to log in again. And then here it's basically the same. You can vote for your favorite cards. And here I just filtered by set, because that's basically how you I think that made the most sense for me. But of course here you can also do all kingdom cards, and again compare mode of course takes a long time here, so I would recommend doing order mode or raid mode here for your favorite cards. And then there's also Domesh Art. I was already logged in, therefore I didn't have to log in. And here it's the same thing. It's ordered by expansions or all cards. What's different here is that basically really all cards are in there. So if you look, for example, let's see if something pops up. Silver, for example, here, the artwork for silver, or shelters, and also this is the only place where you can do that, the new second edition cards. So if you go to order mode, for example, and look at the bottom, here are the new cards from the second edition and the promo Sauna Avanto. Here you can't see the art, so compare mode or order mode makes probably no sense to do. So I would suggest doing order mode, because here you can mouse over and see the card art. And this works the same. Don't forget to save in the end. And you have time until 20th of November, so nearly 5 weeks, or over 5 weeks, I don't know. So this should be a lot of time to do that. I'm looking forward to all your lists. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me here on the video, or as preferred on the forums. And yeah, have fun. And I will probably make videos again like I did a couple of years ago for when the results are revealed, so you can look forward for that. See you soon. Bye.